Hey guys, it's Danny. It's Friday and the topic of the week is how has being gay affected your life. In all honesty, even though I've went through a lot of negative experiences, I've always turned them into positive experiences because I don't want something to impact me negatively, because I feel like negative experiences stay around longer, and if you can turn it into a positive experience, you should. Life's what you make it, and that's honestly my way of thinking. I lost respect for a lot of people because I don't believe that it's right for people to judge based on anything, especially things that people can't change, like sexual orientation, race, even gender identity, social class, religion. If I didn't say that, I'm sorry if I did. I don't think it's right, and I don't want people like that in my life if they don't have to be there. And I've gained a lot of respect for other minorities, such as what I listed. Where I live, everyone is straight, Christian, white. And you know what? In all honesty, I also gained respect for people who are innocent bystanders, who see that these social discrepancies are happening and they're ready to speak out. It takes a lot of strength for someone who, might be straight but supports, gay marriage or gays in general. And it takes a lot of strength for someone who is white to speak out against racism, against someone who is black or Hispanic. And those are things that a lot of people don't think about, but I've gained a lot of respect for those kinds of people because, maybe it's going to be me on the street one day getting harassed, and, I hope there's that one person who is willing to speak out to help me. And certain religions might not agree with my sexuality, but, I've been through the persecution as well. Maybe not in the same exact way, but it's happened. So, and I want to surround myself with people who may have comments directed toward them, or, might just be that innocent bystander, that innocent person who's ready to take a step toward change, toward social change. I've become a stronger person because, I have been beaten up, I have had comments directed toward me, and it's really hard to go through that, but it's also harder knowing that you could be like Matthew Shepard, Brandon Teena, and if you're going to go and say that those two things happened in the 90s and that homophobia doesn't still exist today, here's two examples of how it existed in the last 10 years. 2003, there was a guy named Richie Phillips from Kentucky. I have no idea what his age was, but he was lured by a man named Joseph Cottrell. I don't exactly know how to pronounce that last name, sorry, and killed. 2008, more recent, 15-year-old Larry King was killed by a 14-year-old classmate. It was premeditated, and it was because he was gay. A 14-year-old committed premeditated murder because someone was gay. Do you know how scary that is, being in a public school system? That could be me. That could be one of my friends. And you might think, oh, well, you come from a small town, you're safe. No one's safe. No one's safe from prejudgments based on sexuality, based on homophobia. And I think it takes a lot of courage, a lot of backbone, and a lot of pride in yourself to be who you are, even though things like this happen every day. It might not be to people you know, or it might not even be to the extent of murder, but, it happens. And, I think you should turn all negative experience into good experiences. I don't think you should ever stay negative. Unless you have AIDS, then you should stay negative. You should never ever be positive then. I really hope I'm not offending someone with AIDS right now. That would so suck. Not being offensive, I'm just saying it sucks. AIDS is a bad thing. Anyway, off topic. Yeah. So, if you're going through something rough now, just realize it's going to make you a stronger, better person in the long run.